The iPhone 13 Pro has been out for about 5 months now. I really like this phone, and I haven't thrown a case on this thing. I don't use screen protectors. I haven't used that stuff on my phone since like the iPhone 10. So I thought I'd give you a 5-month update about how my phone is doing using no screen protector, no case. How's it going, y'all? It is Ben Aqua, like the color, and this is incredibly ironic because I was getting myself ready for this video and just kind of looking around my phone being like, damn, there's like no scratches, nothing obvious other than a few small scuffs and stuff. Scuffs and stuff, that's your new business name. And then I look down and I see this. There's some hairline breaks right there. Do y'all see that? And this is the first time I have broken an iPhone or cracked a screen pretty much since I've had iPhones. I've never actually cracked a screen. And even before the iPhone 10, when I was putting screen protectors meticulously on every phone, and by the way, that whole process drives me absolutely bonkers. Like, it makes me really stressed out. Getting that screen protector bubbleless and perfectly aligned and stuff, for some reason that really stresses me out. If you can relate to that, let me know in the comments. But yeah, here's why I don't even use screen protectors or a case on my phones, mostly because I think these devices are absolutely beautiful on their own. And yeah, they're very expensive, they're extremely fragile, and especially with this frosted kind of backing material, it doesn't really provide a lot of traction or almost any traction when you're holding the device, so it's really easy for this thing to like slip out of your hand. But I noticed that coming from the iPhone 11 Pro and then upgrading to the 13 Pro, there's a lot more grip somehow on the 13 Pro versus the 11 Pro. The 11 Pro is one of my favorite iPhones ever, and in some ways I actually like it more than the 13 Pro. I think because it has a smaller form factor, it's lighter. The iPhone 13 Pro just feels oppressively big to me in my hand. The 13 Pro has never felt comfortable, honestly, when I'm holding this. Where the 11 Pro just feels like the perfect size and weight, and it is a little bit slippery in the hands for sure, but these sharp corners on the 13 Pro, like all these edges that are 90-degree angles from top to bottom on this phone, it's a really beautiful device, but when it comes to just like ergonomics and holding it, I really don't like holding the iPhone 13 Pro. But let's get back on topic. We're talking about the screen and the back here. So it's really unfortunate that, yeah, I do have those little hairline cracks right there. And luckily, because I have this iPhone in the iPhone upgrade plan, like you upgrade every year through Apple, it does come with Apple Care Plus, and Apple Care Plus includes, I think, up to 2 different damage incidents with your iPhone. So this would probably mean if I did want to repair this, it would cost me, I think, $29. But while these are visible on the iPhone, when I touch them, it doesn't feel like any kind of texture is there. It doesn't feel sharp or anything. It really just feels like the same type of frosted glass here. I don't feel any kind of indentations or anything weird. So how did I even get this crack on my phone? Because I am incredibly careful with my phones. I don't throw this phone. I don't even throw this phone on my bed or on a couch or something like that. Whenever I see people doing that, it drives me nuts. When people just throw their phones or they lay it down, the screen down, they slam it down on a table or something, like that really actually irks me. So I try to be incredibly careful with all of my Apple devices, because this device new was over $1,000. This is the 512 gigabyte Sierra Blue iPhone 13 Pro, and it's been a really solid device overall when it comes to the screen. First of all, let me get all this crap off the front. So now let's look at the front of the screen, because this actually looks absolutely incredible after 5 months with no screen protector, no case. The only little scuffs and stuff that I can see on here is, it's a little hard to see in this video, but I do see a little bit of scuffing going on the front of the screen, at the bottom and the top of the phone, like up here, and maybe a little bit along the sides. Since I don't use a case, I also get concerned that the sides of the iPhone will start to get a lot of scuffs and stuff, because it does have this metal band along there. But as you can see, this is held up extremely well, where I don't really see a whole lot of scuffs and that kind of thing that I used to see, especially on the iPhone 10 when that first came out. There were a lot of scuffs on that side metal band, but I don't see anything somehow on this iPhone 13 Pro. There's no scratches or scuffs or anything on the metal band, and I'm just like, how is that possible? So whatever they did on the metal sides of the iPhone 13 Pro, they did a really good job. The front of the screen as well, Apple says that it's like the strongest screen on any device ever and all that kind of stuff. I don't know what kind of alien technology they're using, but whatever they're using, it's definitely okay. I have dropped this phone a few times, and one time it landed really, really hard on my kitchen floor, and I think that's what might have actually caused this hairline fracture here, but I honestly honestly looked at my phone really carefully after I dropped it that one time when it was really bad, and I didn't see this hairline fracture there. So I don't know if it was just like a built up pressure or something that led up to this hairline crack right there, but somehow it happened. I do set my phone down on hard surfaces a lot, like on my table. But like I said, I'm very careful with my devices. I don't slam it down on the back. I never put my phone down screen first on a table, because the screen is what you're looking at the most, right? Like I don't want to damage that if I can help myself, but I don't like screen protectors. So this had no screen protector, and as you can see, it looks almost brand new, which is really, really insane. I do throw this in my pocket a lot too. I throw this in my jacket pocket, my pants pockets. I set this on wireless chargers a lot, and honestly, the only thing is that hairline fracture that makes this phone look like it actually aged a little bit, which is kind of insane because no case, no screen protector for 5 months, and this thing looks almost brand new, except for that little freaking crack right there, which drives me nuts now. Let's also take a look at the cameras, and as you can see, there's no scratches on there. And I actually think the design of this camera bump is really beautiful. Like it has this kind of see-through translucent edge around all sides of that. It's a really beautiful touch. It really does make the iPhone feel like a really expensive piece of jewelry. Because this phone is so expensive, I do have really high expectations of it that it will withstand a lot of the elements. And for the most part, since, you know, coronavirus is here, I haven't been traveling and going into the sand dunes and forests and stuff. And I don't really like screen protectors, but if I did use anything, it would probably be a case, because it does make me nervous sometimes, especially when I'm at the gym or when I leave my house to take my dogs for a walk or something. It makes me incredibly nervous to hold this really expensive phone in my hand, and just one bump, you know, from my dog hitting my hand or something, this thing could fly out. That hasn't happened yet. I really have only dropped it in my house on tile surfaces, vinyl flooring kind of surfaces. It's held up incredibly well overall. Let me know in the comments if you have an iPhone 13, iPhone 13 Pro, 13 Pro Max, 13 mini, and you go caseless also on your device. How has it held up over the last 5 months? Do you have any cracks? Do you have any problems with it? Or does your phone look amazing? Let me know in the comments down below. If this video is entertaining for you, please smash the like button and subscribe down below if you're not already. Also add me on social media at B3NAQUA. That's my Instagram, that's my Twitter. That's it for this video. I hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you in the next one.